friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Cody from Cody's Crochet and welcome to this very crafty market prep vlog. Today is Saturday and last weekend I had a 2-day craft fair. It was a handmade craft fair, meaning that everything there was crochet, knits, woodworking, jewelry, handmade by other artists. And it was very nice. I really liked it, but now we still have a few things to do considering that market, meaning count the money, going through the inventory and all of that. So let's get into that right now. The first thing I'll be doing is counting the money, all of the coins and the cash. Let's do that. I like to do that because I do keep a list of things that sold, but sometimes I miss an item or I notice that an item was mistakenly put on that list even if it didn't sell, or I forgot to take it off the list. So I just like to go through the money, count it and match it up with the list. Who could have guessed? My math is a math. I have 250 too much. Either I missed an item on my list or I'm not sure. So I just put everything into my bag. I'm not sure if I missed an item or what, but that's what going through the inventory is for. To see if I have any items that I didn't write on my list, if I missed anything, or if I didn't miss anything, then I can just assume that this is extra they gave me as a tip, but I don't remember that happening, but oh well. So yeah. Now that that's done, we can maybe get to some crocheting because I don't want to do the inventory now. I kind of want to do that tomorrow. So let's do that tomorrow. I am in my old room. You might be able to tell, but the acoustic in here is quite weird. That's because it is empty. More or less empty. But yeah, I was told to crochet only in here, not in the room Mama Pet's currently, where we filmed the intro. So all the crocheting will be done here, even if there's nothing in here. I do still have my chair and I have a few things I can put other things on, such as the window board, a chair, and like footstool. I'll be using that. But I still have to prep for markets, so that's just how it's gonna be for now. There will be stuff coming back in here, so like desks and shelving and all that, since this will be a creative room for me and my mom. So like sewing, crocheting, knitting, all that. The first thing I wanted to do is make some bigger love cats. Also the minis, but I brought supplies for the big ones first. So let's get going on that. I'm gonna be making one of the cats in this color combo, so a bright white and this summery looking one, because I actually sold one of those. And the second one I sold was this color combo right here, also very summery but still very cute, and I sold both of those together actually. So let's make 2 big loaf cats in this fashion. And we're done. Very cute. I actually remembered to put a different colored foot on this time. And we have the usual other colored ear, the speck of color on here, and I did the whole tail in the color actually. Didn't do white round and it still looks fine. So I might do that for the next one as well. But before we do that, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna have lunch. And we're back. Problem is I only have about half a skein of this white left, which isn't enough to make a love cap for sure. So we might need to make a different colorway, or we can add beige. This is the beige I'm talking about. It is a warm tone white, but no, I can already tell it like that. Yeah, so that sucks. Meaning I need to get more bright white at some point. Maybe I can do that Monday, maybe not. But yeah, we can make different ones though. We could make gray ones. I don't think I have black at the moment, but we can make black ones when I do get black. But I have gray, and I've never made a gray big love cat actually. I always had other colors such as black or white to mix it in, but I've never had a solid gray black, solid gray cat. So let's make one. Since I only had a started skein of the gray and it won't be enough again because I don't have a second skein, I will be using this. But the loaf cap might turn out slightly smoother, but I think that's okay. Let's see how much smaller it is and debate on whether or not to decrease the price a little bit. I pretty much finished the face and I can already tell it is slightly smaller, but I don't think it's noticeable enough to decrease the price. So I will work up the rest of the body and then decide final if this will be the original price or slightly decreased. We'll see. And our grey cat is also complete. It actually didn't turn out that much smaller, and if it did, then it is not very noticeable. So there's that. So I'm just gonna tag this guy, put him in the inventory, and then put him in the bag, and then we can decide if we want to make another big one or maybe transition to some smaller ones. So what I actually decided is that I will be making some plush stingrays, but with a different yarn. I'll be using the chenille loaf, meaning the yarn that I use for my axolotls and my plush turtles and all of that, because they have a more stable and wider color range, especially in these softer colors. I'm gonna make 1 or 2 of those. I'm just gonna go ahead and make 2, maybe 3 of the bottom part of the stingray so that I can decide what color to do for the top later. Again, this is chenille loaf here, and this is a soft white. It is not a bright white. I don't think they have like a bright white, but this works really well with the softer colors that I have and also the brighter ones, just as a softer contrast. I finished 2 of the bottom body, the piece that's on the bottom, and I picked out 2 colors for 2 individual ones. So we have this light pink for one, and we have this very light mint green for the other one. And maybe in the future we can do mix, so like stripes or like a spot in the middle or something like that. It will look really cute. I did underestimate though how small they will turn out because this is very close to the regular size keychains that I have. So I will have to make this like a middle size between the medium plush size and the keychain one. The keychains are a tad bit smaller, but not much. So I will see and put up a new price and a new listing in my inventory chart. So there's that. And I'm done. Mouth embroidery and every end woven in. I think it looks really cute. I like this a lot. And it did end up turning out a little bit bigger than the keychains than I thought. So this is pretty good middle size between my keychains and my big plush versions. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make the other one, and then we can make up a price and put it in the inventory. And another one done. Also smile and all ants woven in. So we can now decide on a price and then tag them. So I put everything in the bag as you just saw, and now I think I want to do a bit bigger project, specifically for Christmas or winter time really. And I think I want to use these 2 colors to make a mousse. So a bit of a bigger project. I'll be using Double Dutch Crochet's tutorial for this, and yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Finished the head. It's a little funny looking without everything else. But I decided that I want to embroider the eyes so that customers who will buy this for their children or younger family members, they can give it to them without any concerns of safety eyes. And I was honestly struggling, or not really struggling, I didn't even try. I just didn't think that I had the right sized eyes for this project, so I have to sew them on anyway, regardless. We will keep going, but it is soon dinner time, so we will probably have a break in between this project. finished embroidering the eyes, and I also added these nostrils at the front here. The camera looks a little weird, tad bit off center. I might change that, we'll see. But yeah, we have the head finished now and the ears. And the next step in the tutorial will be the antlers. So I will start those today. I'm not sure if we can finish them, but we will definitely start. I finished one part of the antler. It is still missing a second part that will be attached somewhere here. But this is everything I will do for today. So we will continue working on this tomorrow. Good morning, it is the next day, meaning today is Sunday, and we can continue work on our moose. Let's get going. I just finished the antlers, sewed everything together, and now we can get to part 2, because this is a 2-part tutorial. So let's get to part 2. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough. I am this far into the body. I have no idea how many rounds I need to do. We might be able to finish the body and we might not. So yeah, if we run out on the body, then I will just sew together what I can. So the ears and the antlers onto the head. And then we will have to pick another project, because I don't have any more of that yarn, and the only time I can get it is tomorrow. So we will have to finish the moose in our next vlog. Sorry. And we made it. We actually had quite a bit of yarn left, so we can either start working on arms or legs, or we can just wait till tomorrow after work until I can continue working on this. So yeah, what we can do though is attach the antlers and ears to the head, and maybe even attach the head to the body, because it is technically finished. We'll see. Let's sew together the head first though. And I finished sewing together the head. I really like how this turned out. Although the antlers could have been a tad bit higher, but I think it still looks very good. They are floppy, but that's just how it is. It's yarn. So yeah, we have the head finished. I could attach it to the body right now, but I think handling the body plus the head when sewing on the arms and legs will be very difficult. So I will just leave them not attached, so that I will finish the body, so like sew on the arms and legs, and then attach the two when they're completely done separately. So sadly, this is where we'll have to stop working on this guy. Oh well. You will see the progress either on TikTok and Instagram or in the next vlog. I will try to film everything I do while working on this, because under the week I don't really have time and I need to edit this vlog. So we might start working on this only at the end of next week, but I think that's still fine. So there's that. So we can put this away now. I will take pictures actually, because I really like how this is going. And then we will pick another project. Okay, so our next project will be mini loaf cats. Because of course, I already picked out some colors. I have this light chocolate brown. I have a darker chocolate brown. And then I would like to make a black and pink combo, because they usually also go pretty fast. And maybe if I can find another one of the pink, then I can make a just pink one. We'll see. But let's get mini loaf cat making. And we're done. All ends woven in, embroidery all done. I'm also making 1 or 2 TikToks with this right now, so let's go finish those and make another cat. Our brown cat is done, so we can go ahead and make another color. I would like to make this combo now. So the majority will be pink, the light pink we have here, and then a few spots of black. So like an ear or somewhere on the body or a foot or whatever. But yeah, let's get started. And another one done. I made made the different colored ear, and I put a little spot on here and also have the tip of the tail in black, and the rest is pink. So let's tag this guy, and then I think it is actually time for lunch. After tagging this, I will have a little break and then we can continue. And we're back with a nice cup of tea, and let's get back to work. I think I want to use this brown stock one to make another loaf cap. I don't remember if I sold one, I would have to check, but I really like this color, so why not use it? One more finished. I chose white because the brown is very dark and black would be too harsh, but also too dark. Like the contrast wouldn't be enough to make it visible, so I just chose the white, and I think that's okay. Looks pretty good. So tagging, inventory, and in the bag. I found a bit more yarn in the bag that I had with me at my last market, and I would like to make a few of the colors that I had with me because they were popular colors, meaning this gray variegated yarn. It has a darker shade and a lighter shade of gray plus a very light pink. I'm not sure if you can tell, but there's some light pink in there. That's a popular one, as well as just the standard light gray. It's not variegated, it's just a solid gray color. And I don't think I have enough to make another one, but ow, that was my elbow. And this purple variegated yarn, it has a bit of pink and blue in it. That's what that looks like. Not sure if you can see it, but it's in there. But yeah, again, I'm not sure if I have enough of this to make a whole cat. If I don't, then I will have to add black, maybe. So like the same thing I did with the pink, but we'll see. First, I will start with one of the gray ones though. So let's get working on those. One more complete. I think this is like number 4 or 5. I'm not sure. But my wrist is honestly hurting a little bit. So I think I will just take a little break from my hands and then we can come back and continue. And I'm back. It's currently about 5 p.m, a few minutes past 5. So yeah, I took about an hour break-ish, but we can continue. I would like to make one more loaf cat, and it is this light gray one. I won't make this because, yeah, again, I will probably run out of yarn, so there's that. So I will just use up the scrap and then start the new skein here to make another mini loaf cat, and then we will see if we will start another project or not. And our gray one is also complete. Chose black embroidery because the gray is cool toned and white wouldn't be as high of a contrast as the black would have been. So there's that. Let me tag this guy, put him with the others, and then decide if I want to do another project for today or stop. Okay, so I think this is where we will end the vlog because my wrist honestly still hurts for some reason. I mean, we did do a lot of crochet in the past 2 days, but yeah. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you feel nice, you could drop a comment or like below. It really helps me out since I'm still very new. And yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you have any suggestions for market stuff I could do, or prep tips, or generally if you want to comment anything, feel free. Thanks again, and I will see you next Saturday. Bye bye.